Konnichiwa, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about features and that other thing. What is it again? It's pretty important. Let's find out. Zaegyo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the 7th year of the Sales Japan series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku, here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Plus, stop wasting money on training in Japanese, training de okane o muda ni suru no wa yamimashou, and these are all available now on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive and even better, thrive in business. 1, sell more, do it more easily. 2, exceed your targets, in fact, blow up your targets. 3, make some serious money. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday, the Business Touches in no Oshien Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcasto Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 321. Today we're talking about understanding features and benefits in sales. Most salespeople are very good on the detail of their solutions. The more technical the solution, in order to be able to explain it to the buyer, the more expert level of knowledge is needed. The only problem with this expertise concentration is that buyers don't buy features. They have a problem which they need solved, and the features are a necessary tool, but it is the outcome produced through the tool which is what attracts the buyer's attention. If we spend all of our time in the weeds of the features, we are missing the one thing which causes the buyer to purchase from us. We don't get unlimited time with the buyer, and usually an hour is allocated to our meeting, and we need to cover a lot of ground in that hour. In fact, the solution component of the sales call is often the second visit to the buyer. In the first visit, we did our best to understand what their issues were, see if we have what they need to provide the necessary solution. During the second visit, we go into how what we have will fix their problem, how it works, and we deal with any pushback and ask for the order. So, the sales call is an exercise in 2 parts. One of the problems may be that the buyer themselves don't fully understand how this solution will impact their business. They're working in their own little section, but the solution may have ramifications across the whole business. We need to get other section representatives involved too, if possible, because otherwise they could become blockers behind the wall, and we don't even know what their issues are, let alone be in a position to help them too. There may be a number of benefits which our solution delivers, but some will have more potency for the buyer than others, and we need to zero in on these. Presumably, we will have a reasonable idea which ones will resonate more strongly than others, if we did a good job in the questioning stage in the first meeting. There will be a primary interest on the buying side, the greatest thing of most urgency, and our benefits need to strongly address that aspect. While the benefit is important, of course, what about how they can apply that benefit in their business? Many salespeople fail to talk about the benefits at all and get stuck in the features explanation part of the discussion and don't move to the next stage. These are usually the people who fail to sell very much. Even if some salespeople do get to the benefit stage, they pull up there, expecting the buyer to do all the work and discover for themselves how to apply the benefits in their business. That's our job. We need to have some reasonable knowledge gained about how their company works and about their business to know how to tell the story of where our solution will make the difference for the buyer. Find out more. We come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also are doing custom in-house programs. We do them in both Japanese and English. We do them in our super safe classroom and live online. On the 3rd of February, we're having the time-spaced Dale Carnegie course. On the 13th of February, we'll have the immersion version of the Dale Carnegie course. And on the 25th of February, we'll do the time-spaced version in English. Dale Carnegie course is our flagship training product, so absolutely key one for us. This is the gold standard. The other important program for us is high impact presentations, 2 trainers, everything videoed, massive coaching, unbelievable program. I love high impact presentations as an instructor. Love that program. We have on the 30th of January one rendition, and then again on the 27th of February, this time in English. 30th of January will be Japanese, 27th of February will be English. On the 13th of February, we'll be doing our Leadership Training for Managers course, which we'll repeat again in May on the 18th of May. This is our excellent leadership program. Really, this is the nuts and bolts of leadership. This is the toolkit. This is everything you need to know. This is all the leadership training, everything you need to know in a box. It's awesome. On the 14th of February, and then later again on the 9th of June, we'll do our Winning with Relationship Selling program. This is our main sales program. It works on the basis that if people trust you, like you, they'll want to buy from you, but you've got to get that trust earned and you've got to have that relationship built so they like you. Just knowing your product, knowing the techniques of sales ain't enough, baby. You got to do better than that. This is the course which tells you how to do better than that. Go to our website at www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. That's www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value there for you. To do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching video, then we have nearly 2,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Welcome back. For example, let's take a simple case of the plastic bottle of coffee which you can buy at a convenience store. There are usually other varieties, of course, including canned coffee with a ring pull access to the beverage. Usually the weight of the two varieties are not that different, so the transportation weight burden factor is similar, so there's no great differentiation there. To have the buyer choose our product, we need to know if they are likely to consume the coffee over a period of time and if they will be doing that in different locations from where they made the purchase. The ring pull coffee can, once opened, cannot be resealed and basically must be consumed shortly after purchase. The benefit of the plastic container is it has a screw cap arrangement, which means we can consume the coffee anywhere we like, and can transport it with us without the risk of spilling any of the contents. So the feature is the screw cap, and the benefit is the time convenience of the access anywhere, anytime to our beverage. The composition of the coffee is important because taste is a big factor preference, but that is not the only benefit we need to consider. It has to taste good and be portable if the latter point is important for the buyer. The application part is where we suggest they can buy the product quickly and keep moving fast as they carry the bottle with them as they move around town and have instant access to the coffee whenever they want. We need to tell a story here to have them see the scene in their mind's eye. For example, after purchasing our coffee with the resealable screw cap function, you don't have to stop what you're doing to consume it right there and then. Instead, you can immediately head off to your next meeting without delay. After the meeting finishes, you've been working hard, so you may be feeling a bit thirsty. So again, no time is lost, as you can simply reach into your bag and pull out the bottle and drink the coffee wherever and whenever you like. In the case of our own product or solution, at this point, we should now move to the next stage of the sales process and tell the story of a similar company in the same industry, if possible, who bought the solution and explain how they use it inside their company and the outcomes they achieved as a result. In the next stage, we ask our trial close of, how does that sound so far? To try and flush out any objections so that we deal with those and close the deal. Benefits are crucial to get the deal done, but they need to be brought to life through how they will work inside their company and where they have worked inside other companies. If we can do this using effective storytelling, we can make it much easier for the buyer to see how the solution will work in reality and make it easier for them to say yes. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Go out there and survive. Use it and make some serious money. Bucks, dough, moolah, coin, dosh, lolly, ready, smackers, earners, and bread and honey. Remember, I'm in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.